video for you guys. My name is Battery CEO. This is Sensei Finito, and welcome to Marvel Bros. We're talking about all things Marvel and everything pop culture. But today, Mark, what are we doing?
Today, we are actually going to be talking, reviewing, and discussing Snake Eyes G.I. Joe Origins.
Yes.
We just saw it at the theater today. So we're going to do this how we normally do with 15 minutes of non-spoilers. Try to do 15 minutes and then do another 15 minutes of spoilers at the end. But before we do that, give us a moment to share the stream and whatnot. Our stuff was kind of being different today, so we're just going to take a quick minute to share the stream. And while we do that, if you could make sure that you like and comment down below if you've seen this movie yet. So we're no spoilers right now, like I just said. So
Yes. And if you've already seen the movie, let us know what you thought of the movie. Try and keep it non-spoilerly for anyone that's going to be coming in the chat or coming in. But let us know what you guys thought. We have a lot to say about this movie.
definitely.
But
yeah, tune in. Let us know how you guys felt about this one.
it was an experience, to say the least.
That's to say the very least.
Yeah.
I can agree with you there.
But
let me put this thumbnail on these videos real quick.
Welcome to anyone who's coming in.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you guys.
So we're talking about G.I. Joe.
Yep.
I'm almost done with the thumbnail. Upload. Boom, boom, and boom. All right. So those are our thumbnails up and running on both of the things. And now that we got all of that out of the way, first and foremost, if you guys haven't already, make sure you check out our website, www.marvelbros.com, where you can check out all of our past content, our tweets. You can check out our merchandise and all that good stuff there. So make sure you do that. And you can also join our Discord on our website. There's a little section for you to be able to join our Discord and stay up to date with all of our content and discussions that we've been having. And also make sure you check out all of our past pop culture news updates on wherever you get your podcast, really.
Yep. And another thing is make sure to follow us on all of our social medias at Marvel Bros 23, our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, and our YouTube channel. I post a lot of content for you guys. A lot of cool stuff there.
That's right. And with all of that being said, go ahead and start us off, brother, and let us know how you felt about this movie.
This movie was a goddamn travesty. I felt like I was slapped in the face. I felt like I was shat on. I felt
not shat on.
I felt like they took an awesome IP that I grew up watching, loving, and we're like, you know what? We're gonna ruin your entire life and switch up his origin from and just completely ruin the character. Honestly, low key, kind of I was like, yo, what are we doing? What are we doing right now? There were some cool fight sequences. Action was okay. Definitely kind of. I guessed a lot of things.
It took me off guard. The action took me off guard completely. But
the movie was kind of predictable for me, at least. Good or bad thing, depends on who you are. Acting I thought was okay. Nothing too crazy. But yeah, I think the story as a whole definitely was not it, though, for me. Again, this movie was a travesty for me. Mark, I know you had high expectations for this movie. You thought this was going to be better than Shang-Chi.
Yo, bro. I really did. I thought, because, I mean, let's look at what we had here. Okay, first and foremost, we had everything that we needed to make this a great spy movie, a great kung fu movie and just an all-around great experience for every type of moviegoer that there possibly could be. You know what I mean? If we look to how the original G.I. Joe movies were, those were hella good. Like
They were good.
Those were really good movies. Like, and I don't think it was because we were younger at the time. I think they were truthfully good movies. You know what I mean? It like even the original movies, it kind of gave me the feels of like Shield versus Hydra. You know what I mean? And it was just so good. Like it was so good. But this, man, like you said, it was literally a travesty on our childhood. Like the Power Ranger movie that we had was tremendously better than this. I think like I was literally laughing at moments in the movie because it was just like, bro, what? Did they really make these creative decisions? Like, we thought Black Widow was bad. Like, yo, that was just disrespectful to the G.I. Joe name. Like,
no, it was literally disrespectful. Like,
I don't know what we expected, but they made a kids movie. You know what I mean? Like, that was a super kids movie. Like, and that's not what I wanted.
Yeah.
I don't think that's what any of us wanted. I don't think that's what any of us expected. Even before the movie starts playing, like they give like a little, like, you know, the actor for him comes up and tells you like a little thing. And even that was cheesy. It was like, bro, what the I was like, bro, this is, man, I don't know about this. Like, and then it starts with the backstory of sorts. And it was just like, it wasn't good pacing in the movie. It wasn't a good beat that you could catch and ride throughout the movie. It was like, okay, here's this, and then here's this, and then here's this, and then here's this. All right, now here's this. Like, it was like, what?
Another thing that I'd probably say too is the last G.I. Joe movies we had were PG-13. This movie was PG-13, and it was nowhere as like violent as the first two. Like the first two were like, you could see people getting shot in the face, people's heads getting cut off, people getting their like bodies dismembered, people like fall under their, like we saw a lot. Like it's almost surprising it's not R. And we saw nothing. Like low key could have been like a Power Rangers like kids movie.
No,
low key.
For real. Like it could have been PG and it would have been like the same exact thing.
Yeah. The only thing like, that could have made it like PG-13 was like maybe the one cuss word that I heard.
I don't even remember it. Like it was so minute, bro. Like there was that. I mean,
and I hate shit on a movie like this. I really do. But like,
I really
felt insulted.
Yeah,
I really did.
I was insulted the whole way through. Like it was just like, oh man, what did they do? What did they do to G.I. Joe? Like this movie reminded me of like a watered down version of the Wolverine Origins movie. You know what I mean? Like, and I think we even said this when we first heard about this movie being created. We were like, let's hope not. Let's hope that this isn't like Wolverine, because usually when anything has that origins in it, it's ass. And unfortunately, I think this movie kind of fell into the ass category.
At least Origins kind of stayed true to like a typical Wolverine like origin story. They completely went a different direction with Snake Eyes on this movie.
Yeah.
It's not even the original, like, I'm pretty sure like this isn't even a part of any origin story that this dude had. Like honestly, like I really don't at least from what I understand, maybe back in the day, but even then, like coming into this movie, I saw one review, and the man on Twitter was like, "This movie is an utter disaster," and he was like, "I've never felt so appalled and so offended in my life.
Damn,
for them to take an IP like this and ruin it, completely destroy his origin story." And in my opinion, they completely messed up his origin story, man. I'm in disbelief, honestly, about how this. Thank God I had the unlimited pass. I would have been mad if I bought a ticket.
Oh yeah,
I would have been mad. Technically, I already paid off. Like we already made our unlimited pass worth it for the month at this point. So Snake Eyes is just a bonus, technically, and I'm glad I didn't buy a ticket for this.
I wish we would have saw Old instead, just a little bit. But
that's where we're at right now.
If you guys saw this movie, G.I. Joe Origins, let us know. Snake Eyes, G.I. Joe Origins. Let us know in the comments right now how you felt about it. We're in the non-spoilery section of our review. We probably got about 5-10 more minutes of this non-spoilery, and then we're going to jump into spoilers and then really start talking about how this movie really broke our hearts. If you guys are G.I. Joe fans, for one, if you grew up on the television show or the comics or whatever it is that you watch, you'll know that, like, Snake Eyes is the guy. You know what I mean? Like, he's the one. Like, question: if Snake Eyes was a brand new thing, not G.I. Joe related, how would you have felt?
Probably could have been a good movie. If you didn't know anything about G.I. Joe, you might have enjoyed it.
No, honestly, I would have enjoyed the movie 1,000% more if this was not a person that actually was already a thing with the backstory established and whatnot. They didn't even go like the Spider-Man route of, you know what I mean, trying to change it up or just like it was just like, nah, he's not a mute. He's like, none of the stuff is there. Like nothing that you think you know about him is the same.
Like in the theater, I literally told Sensei while we're watching the movie, I was like, yo, if you're a G.I. Joe fan and has any idea like what Snake Eyes could be and how he is, they're going to be upset. Like they're like, oh my. But if you had no idea what G.I. Joe was, no idea who Snake Eyes is, you probably will enjoy this movie. Honestly,
yes.
Unless you're nitpicky about like pacing and stuff like that, which there was issues of that in there. You know?
I was gonna say I really don't like. Okay, like truthfully, this is something that I was thinking about while watching the movie. I was like, if I was just a casual moviegoer, would I like this movie? And for me, I don't think I would. You know what I mean? Because it, like you were just saying, there was a lot of issues with the pacing. Like for me, at least, it was like, I was like, oh my goodness, I don't even know. Like I said it to you a couple times. I was like, bro, what the fuck what is happening? Like, why did we just skip from like 3 different in one scene? Like we're skipping 3 different time eras. I don't even understand. Like
the first 30 minutes is probably like within the span of 5 weeks. And we were jumping, you know. Actually, correction. It's like a start, and all of a sudden years pass, and then it's like another bunch of like,
and then another, and that's what I didn't understand. It was like, okay, it was like 19 whatever, and then 2021. It was like 2020 September, and then it skipped ahead some more to September of 2021. It was like, bro, wait a second. So what? I'm confused. It made us want to. It was like you have to care about these characters without knowing who they are or giving us any substance. Like, man, I don't know, bro. Like I want to keep saying I want to say we got Artemis Fowl. Would you agree with that statement? Or
I enjoyed Artemis Fowl more than this movie. I'm being dead ass. Like honestly, and Artemis Fowl was kind of trash.
Yeah, it was. It was.
I'd rather rewatch that than I'd rather buy a ticket for that than buy a ticket for this movie. That's how appalled, guys. You don't understand. Like G.I. Joe was like my shit. I literally had like a Snake Eyes like action figure. Like I was literally like a foot tall, like a big action figure, right? And who was the dopest? It was one of the dopest toys ever. Really. And then for them to just diarrhea all over my face with this movie.
Not on your face, bro.
It's ridiculous.
Jeez.
Man.
I don't know, man. I feel like we keep getting bamboozled, kind of. You know what I mean? With these different movies that could be so good. Like one thing that was really, really weird to me was how everything. It was just everything. Like
Yeah.
the main villain, I didn't know. I just didn't understand. I feel like the movie was 2 hours and 6 minutes. By the way,
It felt long too for me, honestly. Like
yeah, it did.
I honestly wasn't having a good time. So like I was just like, fuck. So
Hey,
I
I'm
kept
going to
going
be
on my
honest.
phone.
It didn't seem like anyone was having a good time. Like I could see the people in front of us. It seemed like they were getting
People
on their
were leaving, coming
phones.
back and
Like,
forth. Hannah was on
yeah,
her phone like half the time. Like I was like, oh god.
like that. Like we've been to like what 4 movies since we've been able to go back. That was the biggest one that everyone was least interested in.
Yeah.
Like you said, there was people literally running out of the theater, like running around it. Like they just didn't care. Like no one cared. Like,
And today was the busiest time we've ever seen our downtown because there was like a theater show, then there was Old, and then there was Snake Eyes. Everyone seemed like they were there to watch Old though, and not Snake Eyes.
And I can't blame them. We should have been there to watch Old. Shit.
Yeah.
TNB reacts. You said you liked it.
You liked it? Okay.
Okay. An 8 out of 10. Jesus.
Well, we're getting into our spoiler section now, so
Jesus, an 8 out of 10. I don't. That's I need to know why you would give it such, because that's a very high rating. I need to know, like, are you a G.I. Joe fan? I definitely want and can't. I don't know, man. That movie didn't give me the joy. Like it wasn't like, oh yeah, I can't wait for the next one. Like okay, I'm lying. At the end, it took halfway. It took halfway in the movie for me to actually even start caring.
Yeah.
And then once we got to that halfway point in the movie, it was like, okay, this is amazing. So, like you just said, let's take a moment to let everyone know, if you're in here, we're about to get spoilery. It's about to get real spoilery up in here. Spoiler alert. So they redid the origin successfully, in my opinion.
You know, man, just thinking about the origin, I guess you could say. I guess what they did worked. Like from a story standpoint of view, it did technically work. I just don't agree with it. You know, I grew up. I don't know.
I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't think my dad's a big G.I. Joe fan. I'm still learning more. Did your dad see the movie TNB? I want to know how he felt.
How did he feel?
I want to know how he felt, because what it seems is that you're saying you're new to the G.I. Joe experience. So I could see this being a good first movie to introduce you to the entire thing of G.I. Joe. And that's kind of what me and Remy were talking about. Like once we left, was like, I think Jay would have loved that movie. You know what I mean? I think Jay would have thought that movie was awesome. He would have been all in for it. But Jay's 7.
Yeah.
They made that movie for 7-year-olds. I don't think they made that movie for us. Like, it just felt like
for the
Sonic.
Older G.I. Joe fans.
It felt like Sonic the Hedgehog.
Really? Oh.
What? Yeah, he knows everything about G.I. Joe, and he gave it an 8.5, 9 out of 10. Yo, I am flabbergasted.
I give that man props.
Yeah, honestly, though.
Oh, man.
Because I just feel like they had so much potential. And I don't think they capitalized on it at all. But like I said, though, once we got to that halfway mark, that's when I was like getting more invested. Like once we found, I kind of liked the twist of him being like a spy, but I just don't think it was set up well enough. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be honest, there was like multiple things that I didn't see coming as like the twists in the movie. And that's what made it like a little bit better for me, was that that reimagining of their own take on G.I. Joe. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what our issue is too, is that it's a big change from the comics and show for real original movies too. Yes, I agree. Like TNB, I think your dad went in with a way more open mind than we went in, because we expected, like, I low-key expected pure greatness. Like I thought this had the potential to be the movie. Like Black Widow definitely didn't hit that mark for the summer movie. You know what I mean? Like I thought this one was definitely going to hit it for that action movie, but I personally don't think it did, man. And I don't think other people think it did either. I love the music though. Yeah,
music was pretty cool. Music was pretty cool. I'll say that.
Let's talk about the action, bro. Let's talk about the action because that's something that I really wanted to talk about.
Okay.
The action took me off guard completely because they gave us like Ip Man action, I guess you could say. Like they gave us literally the kung fu movie action in it. I just wasn't ready for that. Like the flying up and then the jumping from, like, I wasn't ready for that. And that's awesome in those type of movies, but that isn't what this was like portrayed to be, I guess. I don't know. The chase scene was nice when he was riding the motorcycle backwards.
Definitely a highlight. I did like the dynamic between Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow.
Oh yeah, that's what made me like the movie, to be honest.
I also didn't really.
They never explained how they flew up so high. That was something that I was wondering. I was like, do they have the power of chi? Like, are they using magic?
Like, bro, it's chi.
I was like, bro, I don't. Maybe I just never watched G.I. Joe that much, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't like, like that. Like that was a kung fu movie, like Ip Man. I don't know. Was that part of the secret power gym or the secrets?
It might have been they had a suit, possibly.
Nah, they didn't have suit. They didn't have their suits yet. They were just normal. Like
that's right. That is totally right.
I hope he loses his voice in the second one. I was waiting for that moment. Then they ended it on a cliffhanger. Yeah, bro. I don't know. And that's what messed me up, man. Like, my man Snake Eyes is a full-blown mute, and that dude was talking the whole time. Even when we watched the trailer, Battery, you remember? We were like, why is this man talking so much? Like, we were like, this man has 0 voice lines in all of the G.I. Joe movies. Okay, this is literally how I felt. Like I was just saying, in both of the G.I. Joe movies, he had 0 voice lines, basically. And that character was way better than the one that was developed in this movie. Like they gave Snake Eyes a little bit of his own origin movie in one of the G.I. Joe movies.
Yeah.
Like,
and I thought that like 3 minutes was better than this movie.
It was.
But I'm also really biased right now. I am really biased right now. I'm acknowledging that. You know,
I'll acknowledge that as well. I will also acknowledge our
TMB. I'm giving you much respect right now. I really am. But I'm really biased right now. I don't know. I was on a whole nother level growing up as a kid with G.I. Joe, man. Like I revered those characters, you know. And even the last 2 movies we got, they weren't like Oscar-worthy movies, but they were like really fun, action-packed movies that I thought, you know, did a pretty good job at like respecting the G.I. Joe name. And they went above and beyond in terms of giving us the action and the I guess you could say gore, or I don't want to say the word violence, you know, but like the violence that
the action they gave us the action that should have been on par with the G.I. Joe movie.
And I think they could have done it with this one too, but it seemed like they didn't want to have any blood or anything or anything like that. Like the 2 people that got shot with arrows got shot in the heart. Yeah. In the first G.I. Joe movie, first 10 minutes, 18 dudes get shot in the head, in the eye, with an arrow.
It's like
yeah, and it just happens so fast. Like, oh man, there's such a big difference. And you know what? I mean, I don't blame them because I know this is kind of like a restart of the franchise for them. So I can see why they want to make it a little more crowd friendly, I guess you could say, or family.
I think this.
You know,
I don't know.
I don't want to say family oriented or like, but
I don't know, bro. I feel what you're saying. I feel what TMB is saying. I can even feel TMB's pops. You know what I mean? Especially because when you cut like to see how it's transpired, And I don't know, man. This is what I'll say. Okay. We've got so many origin stories that they should have known what not to do with this one.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like they didn't follow any of those notions. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I loved this, like you were saying too. I love the dynamic between Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes. Like, I think that made the movie, and I honestly think that we should have started this movie like when the title card came up that said Snake Eyes. I think that should have been the beginning of the movie, and then throughout the movie, we should have been getting like flashbacks to like him and his pops or something like that. I think even if they told us more about his dad, that would have just made the movie a little bit better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we're saying, spoiler alerts, because we're about to start talking about a lot of stuff. So I feel like the realizations didn't even matter. You know what I mean? Oh, his dad was a Joe. It didn't matter. Like, it didn't matter. Like, oh, he's been working, like him working for Cobra the whole time was crazy. Like, don't get me wrong, that was crazy. But it was like, I felt about the dude that shook the dice. I felt like he was like Iron Man 2, and how that wasn't the real guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's his name? I can't think of it. The Mandarin.
Yeah.
And that, like, that's how I felt about it. I was like, this is the man. Like, I felt like that movie was Iron Man 2. Like, and not even as good as Iron Man 2. And Iron Man 2 is like one of the worst ones out of the trilogy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's ass. But that was just like, bro, what? No, Iron Man 3. I'm talking about 3, not 2. I'm talking about 3.
Yeah.
That's my bad. Yeah. And like Remy just said, it did end very abruptly. I agree with that.
It kind of did end
like,
pretty abruptly.
I was like, what the fuck?
And you know what? It's funny because thinking about it, when we first watched the trailer reaction, how much you want to bet him riding off in the suit is going to be the end of the movie?
That's what I said. I was like,
yeah.
Oh, yeah, my bad, that one guy. I didn't mean Iron Man 2. I meant Iron Man 3. That's my bad, bro. That's my bad.
Like,
no. That's definitely my bad. Whiplash
like,
dope. Whiplash is dope. Yeah, my bad, bro. Don't come for me in the comments. That was an accident. That was a slip up.
I just thought about it. I was like, wait, Iron Man 2 is like my favorite one. Like, what do you?
Yeah, no, I was talking about 3 with the Mandarin. That was ass. You know what I mean? What was you saying though? What were you saying before? One guy threw me off because he started. He was like, "Hey, bro, well, hold on." I thought he was about to fight me through the comments.
No, like we watched the trailer for the first time and
there we go.
Him right off in the suit with the thing. I was like, how much you want to bet that's the very end of the
movie?
I
was like, bro, I will be so mad if that was the end of the movie. And then they showed us the end credit scene in the trailer, bro. Who does that?
It was literally like that? With the exception of like, it was the whole credit scene. Except them walking. That's it.
It was the whole credit scene, bro. Call me Storm Shadow. It was like, bro, oh my god. Okay, what I will say is I think they did really good setups for this movie. Like in the background, you could see things happening. Like they were making the bike, they were making the suits as the movie was going on. Like you could see the progression of different things. I really like that personally. I thought that was really dope.
I definitely felt the world building that they were doing with Cobra and everything like that.
There you go.
Honestly, though, I think the movie would have been a lot better if, like, as soon as they leave and go to Japan, like those villains aren't even necessary anymore. Honestly, they could have just went away with that, and just went straight to Cobra. You know. With that said, I understand they're building up a new world, new franchise. So I can understand what they were kind of going with this. And from as far as like reorigins kind of go, they probably did do a good job. I'm just being really biased towards like what I grew up with, you know.
They didn't do a good job. I'm not going for that. I'm sorry.
You may or may not like it, you know. So
I'm gonna be the devil's advocate on this one.
So
this movie, I like, bro. This should have came out free on Paramount. Like that's how bad this movie was for me. Like I felt like I was watching the live action Kim Possible. Like I was like, bro, Like for real, I did. I was like, yo, the action is on point, the CGI is on point, the acting is on point. Why is this movie ass? And I was like, oh, it's because this is a Disney, like a live action iteration of a Disney movie, basically. Like it was so good and so cheesy at some points. You know, it was just like, bro, this is straight mozzarella. Like, what is happening? Like, oh man. And then some of the dialogue at some points was just ridiculous. Like, bro, I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like this movie was trying too hard a little bit. Like when we see Shang-Chi, I feel like we're gonna see a lot of the beats that they were trying to hit with this movie actually be hit. Like, because they missed the beat.
Seems like they're gonna have very similar themes in terms of like, you know, someone that got banished or someone and they're trying to get back at the main family. That seems like what we're kind of get with Shang-Chi.
It just seems like Shang-Chi's gonna have a lot more mysticism, but there was mysticism in this one. I love the snakes. The snakes were awesome.
The snakes were pretty cool. I definitely wasn't expecting that. They looked so good.
They really did.
If you guys watch the movie, you guys will know what we're talking about. But there's 3 snakes, and they did really well with the CGI. They really did.
I wanted to see more action from Grandma, though.
Yeah, it sucks that we didn't get to see more. I didn't understand the fan thing though. She was just like
yo, I told Remy, I was like, bruh, that fan is made of adamantium or something because she is going in with them fans, and then she was just breaking necks, and I was like,
I liked that part, but then like with the main villain, she was like, "Who?" And he was like, "Wait, what? What's happening?" And then all of a sudden, that was like a distraction. Like, "Oh, I'm gonna play you."
Even she flew. She flew from she flew like 20 feet. I was like, wait a second. Why haven't they been doing all? But I don't know, man. I don't know, yo. It just seems so like it was so good, and then it would be that one moment that made the whole scene stupid, and it was like, damn.
And there was a lot of those,
and it just kept, yes, for me too. It just kept happening.
What else?
I didn't like the cousin as a villain.
I don't think he was that good of a villain either. Even when he had the stone, I mean, it was cool. It was cool, I guess.
I think Storm Shadow should have been set up as the villain. Period. Like in this movie, that's what should have happened. Like in the middle, when he grabbed it, like that should have been like in the middle of the movie, and then he shouldn't have gave it back to the grandma. You know what I mean? And then we go from there, and then. Snake Eyes redeems himself by stopping Storm Shadow from doing what he's doing. Like, bro, like I don't know.
I don't even remember anything, man. I'm just like I was so
triggered. I was
so triggered and
I was triggered.
Focused. You know, like halfway through when we found out that the dude that killed him was part of
Cobra.
I was like, his dad's Joe. Right off the rip. You know, like I just expected so many things to happen, and I didn't even expect this reorigin story at all.
Yeah.
But like first 10, 30 minutes, I already knew what was gonna happen.
Yeah, the first 30 minutes were terrible. They were terrible. I think the scenes with his dad were terrible. What's up with Mr. Daniel? How you doing, Daniel,
how's it going?
We're talking about G.I. Joe right now. Let us know if you've seen it. I'm pretty sure you've probably seen it already. I thought the beginning. Big spoilers. We're good, my man. We're good. We're just very disappointed with this new G.I. Joe movie or Snake Eyes movie.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm really, really upset and disappointed because I don't think this movie is good enough for them to continue.
I don't think it's going to do very well. I don't know. G.I. Joe's a good IP, so I think a lot of people are going to see it. I don't think a lot of people are going to enjoy it. If they do like it, much respect to them. I'm not going to, bash them on it, but
let's be honest. This is opening weekend, and there are not as many people as there were. I mean, like Black Widow had barely a better showing up for the first weekend. Like barely. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Second week, they dropped like 75%. Space Jam killed it.
So like, you know what movies we have next week, bro? We have really good movies coming out, like for this next week, bro.
Let's
Like,
see.
we have some really good movies
We
coming
got
out.
Jungle Cruise. We got Stillwater. We got
Bro,
Green Knight.
I'm telling you, bro, this movie isn't good enough. It's not. I don't think it's good enough to stay afloat amongst all of the good content that we have to come. Like, did this come out on Paramount as well, or was it just in theaters?
I think it's just in theaters. Oh wow, they're gonna
Yeah,
play.
that's gonna hurt this movie. So I don't know, man.
They're gonna play Angry Birds 2 and Spider-Man of the Spider-Verse
At our theater?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Along with a couple anime stuff.
I did see that they're showing some anime movies. They got a couple good ones coming out.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow, they have a lot of stuff. Man, I'm just so I'm upset. I really am.
Yeah. Okay, so go ahead.
Okay, so going back to like people like in terms of how well it's going to do, and if it doesn't do well, it might not get a second one.
Yeah.
Earlier, I think today or yesterday, I think it was today actually. No, it was yesterday. We made a post saying how an executive from Transformers announced that a spin-off crossover with Transformers and the G.I. Joe is very possible. And I read the actual article it came from, and it basically was like, hey, you know what? The studio, when this first got brought up, really doesn't want to do it. However, with Fast and the Furious and Jurassic Park doing their crossover, if that does really well, it could very well happen. And with this movie, I feel like it's not going to help. It's definitely not going to help. Especially if it does bad in the box office. With that said, I think Old's going to beat it in the box office. They also, honestly, they probably should have waited on this and they maybe released it during. I don't know.
I don't think we even knew about Old though. Like, we haven't seen a trailer for that or anything. It just kind of like was like, boom, I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting for Peaky Blinders season 6.
I need to watch that show. Apparently, that show's really good.
And Loki season 2. Yeah, I haven't heard of I haven't heard of Peaky Blinders, but I'm waiting for everything else that you said as well. This movie. Okay, literally, yo. You remember we were supposed to get Origins for all the X-Men, and then Wolverine Origins was supposed to start that. Mm-hmm. That is what this movie was. It's the joke of what it could have been. Mm-hmm. Like that X-Men. Okay, this movie was better than that Wolverine, like X-Men Origins Wolverine in certain ways. You know what I mean? Because the CGI in this movie was there like the entire time. It was never really bad. Yeah. And in Origins, it was like or X-Men Origins Wolverine. There were points where you could see that the CGI was bad, but this movie kept up with everything. Everything was on point. It was just offbeat. Like everything was good, but it was just not put together in a symphony. Like it wasn't harmonized right. It fell short for me, and I'm pretty sure it fell short for you too, right? Yeah, man.
I really don't know what else to say, man.
I don't know what else to say either.
I'm heartbroken. I really am.
I don't want to just keep complaining because that's all I can do right now because this movie just has me in my feelings, yo.
Yeah. Again, if you have watched the movie, let us know what you guys think about this movie in the chat. We appreciate your guys' opinions. If this is the end, please make sure to follow us on all of our social medias at MarvelBros23 on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, and our YouTube. We post a lot more content for you guys.
99 said, here we go again. The cast are on point, the acting and the budget, but the movie just didn't hit. Am I right, 99? We have another Black Widow, but worse. Like, I think I would rather watch Black Widow than this. Like, definitely. This movie was just...
Like, it had everything. I just feel like the story just dropped the ball, honestly.
I think they could have even did good with the story if it was at least on beat. Like, if it was at least making sense. Like, if at least we could follow it. If they were just I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. How did
I
you
think,
feel, 9-9? How did you let us know how you felt, yo? But go ahead and say what she's about to say.
I think if they did a better job at making us care, uh, this movie could have been really, really good. Honestly, and I wouldn't have minded about uh, the change in his origin story as long as they made us care. Like for the longest point, I hated the idea of Snake Eyes kind of being the bad guy and like working behind his bro's back like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just.
It was like they did not make you want to like Snake Eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Like they didn't make you want to like him. They didn't make you invested in who he was as a character. Like they made you despise his role. I don't even feel like he redeemed himself good enough. Like I feel like he needs a whole nother movie just to redeem himself. You know what I mean? And I know they're not going to do that. So this movie, in order for this movie to be good, the next movie has to be good. It's one of those type of movies. It's
the next movie has to be really, really good if this franchise wants to do more in the future. Honestly,
yeah, like this wasn't even a good. I don't think this was a good start. I think if they would have like stuck to what they gave us in the last movies and just kind of like just revamped it in a way, like gave us basically almost the same storyline, but like gave it like more than take that 3 minutes of gold and make it an actual movie just of Snake Eyes, him being a kid, being raised with the freaking sensei master, Storm Shadow taking him out, bro, going to a life of silence because of his sensei. Like, bro, that's a beautiful story. That is a beautiful storyline. And they did not get anywhere close to that.
Yeah.
That's just that's just it. There's literally nothing else that we can say about it because it broke our hearts, man.
Yeah, like it's making me upset just talking about it.
Like through the movie, we're talking to each other like, what the fuck is happening? Like we're like, bro, I want my money back, and I didn't even pay for this movie. I need a free ticket to something else, and I got pass. We want to hear from you guys, but if not, then we're probably gonna just get on out of here because we wanted to just come and do our review and let you guys know that we felt so disrespected. The movie took like 10 minutes to start. There was like 30 different freaking movie companies that were working on it. I was like, okay, this is comical.
Before we head out, where do you put Snake Eyes on our Marvel Bro movie scale?
Out of 5, I'll give it. I want to give it a 3.
Yeah,
I want to give it a 3 because I don't want to be that harsh on the movie because of how, like, I want to give it a 3, but I don't think my soul will let me give it a 3, bro. My man 99 said, honestly, even the older Joe movies kind of sucked. They should have given us something that was fairly close to source material.
I mean, I agree. I mean, they're not like great movies, but like they're still better than this movie.
They're definitely better. Yeah. I keep wanting to say 3, but everything inside of me is saying like give it like a 1.7, like because of how much my heart is just broken by this.
I think it was like the first 15 or 20 minutes you asked me, where do you put this on the scale of Marvel Bros? And I was like 2.5 off the rip, and he was like, really? You haven't finished the movie? I was like, nope, this is 2.5. Right? I just felt immediately like this movie is not going to hit, and I had that vibe the whole time.
Unfortunately,
but a solid 2.5 out of 5. It's not like I wouldn't say don't watch it, but I also would say like if you watch it, you might be upset. Hence the 2.5.
Yes, exactly, 99, and that is what our biggest issue is that it shouldn't have been a big problem making a decent start to the reboot. and it was a tremendous problem for them. Like they were like, "Oh, you guys want a good movie? Oh yeah, we're gonna give you one." Psych, like psych. No, we're not. We're not gonna give you a good one. We're gonna
give you a completely brand new origin story that's untested. Yeah,
we're gonna completely shit on Snake Eyes and just disrespect that man to the core of who he is as a being.
Like I didn't fear Snake Eyes because he's so badass. You know, I didn't feel that in this movie.
Not once.
They just didn't do him justice. They really didn't.
My man didn't even know how to fight for the first half of the movie, and then all of a sudden he was a ninja warrior. I was like, bruh, we haven't seen one training montage. Like, what? Where did these powers come from? I was thinking maybe he was just baking it because it's all part of the plan with Big Bruh, since he's nope. He's just a double. Nope, he's a double agent that turns into a triple agent, and then he knows kung fu out of nowhere without letting us know anything about him knowing kung fu. At least we get a little backstory with my man Storm Shadow, who can fight 37 people at one time, but gets his ass whooped when he fights one old man. Like, bro, come on, bro.
Yeah,
come on.
It's kind of wild. It really is.
Hey, but with all that being said, you guys, What was go ahead, bro? Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
You said right now just makes me cringe so bad because it's so true that sums up the whole movie right there. Really. Like I couldn't believe it. Oh my god.
I was like, he just fought 47 people and
killed them all.
Everyone's ass. And then old dude's like, and then he just goes flying.
Yeah. Like, and he just on his knees like, and I'm just like, what is even happening? Oh my god,
bro! I was so confused. My man 99 said the director be like, "Here, some random shit from my ass, eat it."
Literally,
that is the best. No, for real, that's literally what that was, bro. Like. Wait, okay, okay. Not to be super nitpicky, bro, but this is something that really bothered me that I could not stop thinking about. You telling me all that technology, all that badass shit that they had, and they didn't know that bruh was going to meet the Yakuza on the motorcycle? There was no tracker on the bike?
Yeah.
Like,
no audio recording.
They didn't slip my man they just trusted him. The people that never let outsiders in, they just trusted him to have a motorcycle and leave the freaking compound that was secured to the like, bro. I don't like, bro. What the hell?
I'm getting madder and madder the longer we do this.
I am too.
Oh, just thinking about that shit. Oh my god, it's ridiculous.
I have never deeply sighed so many times in a movie in my life. It was just like, I would just be watching, I was just like, bro, like, what? Why are we doing this right now? What is happening?
When the movie ended, I just sit there staring at the chair in front of me. I was like,
that was 2 hours of my life I would never be able to get back.
Yeah, for real. I just couldn't believe it. I guess the most enjoyable part of that entire experience was me freezing to death in that theater because it was cold as shit in there.
It was cold as shit in there.
Yeah, boy. But other than that, yeah, no, a big no.
Like, it literally felt like a Power Rangers movie, though. You know how like they fight all the minions and just whoop ass, and then as soon as they get to the boss, they just hit him one time, and then there's just explosions coming from their chest for no reason. Like, they get hit with the blade, and it's just blah blah blah. It's like, bro, where do the explosions come from? Like, that's how this movie felt. Sometimes like. Every time they did like the Ip Man like jump into the air and like fly 30 feet, I was like, bro, fail. Like, this is a fail. This is a movie fail. This is an action scene fail. Like, show me The Wire. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was just so. This is a
Can't
travesty on the G.I. Joe name, like you said to begin with.
In shock.
I
really am.
Bro, man, if you guys like the movie, please tell us why in the comment section down below. We need like some good points because, as you can see, we are furious.
Give us a
I
reason
can't
to
wait
like
to
this
watch.
movie, man. Give
Give
us
us-
a reason to like this movie.
That sums it up right there. If you can give us I need to know what made this a good start. I need to they didn't even introduce the Joes in a good way. Like even that was just like
That was kind of cheap. That was kind of like
Joes.
that was kind of Swiss cheese, honestly.
Like,
not.
did y'all hear what we said? Did you hear what we said? The Joes? No.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're gonna say it 37 more times in the movie just to really let you know. Like, fuck, man. Like, why? Like, who did this? Whoever did this needs to be put in a bag and thrown over Niagara Falls. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Put them in a fucking barrel and just No, yo, 9-9. Look, this is what I said. They had great actors. They had great CGI. They had a great cinematography. Like the scenes were set. Everything was great. But it still was an ass movie. And that's not okay. That's what makes this movie just horrible. Is the fact that it had every single thing that it needed to be a great movie. And just like the Black Widow movie, at every chance they took to make a decision, they went left when they should have went right. Like every single time. Like, oh, should we stick to the original one? Nah, let's make him a bad guy this whole time of the movie.
Yeah.
Like, fucking just so fucking disappointed with Hasbro for letting this happen. Yo.
I don't know. I don't even know what else to say, man. I really don't.
I don't know what else to say. What up, everybody? Sorry late to the stream. Been busy. What's up with the Team Samurai? We're talking about G.I. Joe. If you've seen G.I. Joe Origins, can you please let us know how you feel?
Yeah.
And if you like it, please let us know why.
Explain every detail.
He said explain every detail.
Because I need a little sliver of hope, honestly. That's where I'm at right now. I just need hope.
This is one of those
something
movies
to look forward
where
to.
I don't even think I'm gonna watch it again to get clarification.
Oh no, I will not. I'd rather watch an episode of G.I. Joe from like the 80s or 60s, and rather than put myself to that. Really,
bro. I was. Oh my god. I like the well said, man. I like the exactly.
Yeah.
That is so well put right there, bro, because that's how I feel. Like, you know what? I like that part when no, I don't like that part. Like bruh's right-hand man that just got yeeted off of the dock. It was like, what? My man Storm's, Okay, we're talking about G.I. Joe right now, man. We got heavy spoilers in it too.
Yeah.
Make sure you drop a like on the stream, and come back and check this out tomorrow.
Yeah, come back and check out what our initial thoughts from right from the get-go.
Because
we're pretty blunt about it at the very beginning.
Very blunt. I don't think this movie deserves to not be blunt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think this movie deserves us to be nice to it. I don't think it deserves politeness. Like, this movie deserves to be jumped by everyone. Like, we just need to all band together. And like, this was the Justice League of G.I. Joe right now. You know what I mean? Like, this is the Joss Whedon cut right now. Like, I feel like there's a cut somewhere that is 30,000 times better than this. and they were like, nah, bruh. Like, remember how we felt about Venom? And we were like, oh, this movie definitely should have been R and it would have made it way better. Like, that's how this movie was the entire time with everything that happened. Like, I was like, bruh, someone needs to get their freaking face just sliced or something. Like, we didn't get nothing.
I forgot what I was going to say, but it was pretty fire.
Damn.
I know. Big rip. Big rip. See what this movie's doing to me? Make me forget shit.
Got my man flustered.
Just can't believe it.
Oh man, yeah. I can't say don't watch this movie. That's one thing. I think this movie needs to be experienced. So much like Black Widow. So in the future, when we get to these points, we know what we don't want from a movie.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I think like this movie should have got some reshoots. I think this movie should have got some rewrites. I think they should have Sonic to this movie, like went back to the drawing board and changed a few things, you know? Nope. This wasn't it for me, man.
Yeah. This movie was not it for either of us. But go watch it. Go watch it. Go experience this at your local Regal Theater or wherever you go to watch your movies. It's one to be experienced, one to have your dreams crushed while watching.
I couldn't believe people were clapping after that in the theater. People were clapping. I was like,
I heard that shit too. I was like, wait, is that clapping or just popcorn or something?
I was like, are we watching the same movie?
Couldn't believe it.
Yo, the trailers made this movie seem like it was about to be the business, bro. Like, I really thought this was gonna be like top 5 for movie, like for the year. No, not even close.
Nope.
This wouldn't even be in my top 10, bro. Like,
it's bad.
I'll put America the Motion Picture over this movie.
And that movie was weird as shit.
I'll watch that movie right now. Yeah. Like if someone was like, bro, if you don't watch G.I. Joe Origins, hey Venom, thank you, man. Hey. That's what we're saying, bro.
Yeah.
We can agree with that.
Send it to death. Like
kill it with fire. Oh my god. Yo. Unfortunately, 9-9. I think we're kind of all feeling that way.
Unless they're taking the risk and going to do it anyways, which I wouldn't be opposed, obviously, but like from a theater standpoint of view, I don't think it's going to do very good. I'm pretty sure it's going to take an L this weekend.
Okay, check me out. What would you want to see in another movie? Would you want to see Snake Eyes 2, or would you want to see like Storm Shadow, Cobra Origins, something like that? You know what I mean? Would you want to, get like both sides of the coin? Or
this movie was so fucking different that I don't even know what they could do. Honestly, like they're probably gonna fuck something else up. I don't even know.
Hey, you know what? This movie reminded me like it was 2010. That's how I felt watching it. I felt like we were in 2010. Like even with the subtitles, when they were speaking in different languages, it was so cheesy. It was so cheesy. They had like the freaking explosive font up there, and it was like all red and orange with gradient in it. I was like, what the hell is this? I'm about to start crying from laughing because that was ridiculous.
And there was like the random neon dance scenes. So I was like, what the fuck? What is it? And in the credits, I was like, yo, what is even happening? What's the point? Like, did you guys cut this out of the movie? Like, what? Like, what was this for?
When did they go to a club? Like, where was the scene?
They just popped up in the middle in between the scene, and I was like, yo, what? Like, what? I don't know.
My man 99 says it's kind of sad because, like, people were so hyped on this new franchise. The thought of having multiple movies on beloved characters, and all of a sudden it was dead on arrival. Yep. Yep. And my man Venom, a trash way to reboot.
It's tragic. It really is. It's so tragic.
Hey, I'm just happy that we're not the only ones that are super disappointed and really, really. I think I'm safe to say that we're mad. Like, we're mad about this. Like, there might be an angry mob on Twitter tomorrow. Like, for real. like, R.I.P. to Hasbro, yo. R.I.P. to the Hasbro verse. It was gone before it even started.
The Monsterverse had a better start than this shit.
Oh, bro, the Monsterverse. R.I.P.
Isn't
the
even a thing anymore. Oh my!
We were supposed to. They gave us a whole lineup of everything we were supposed to get out of that. They were like, "Nah, we're not going to do any of it." They even made their own They even made a new logo for the Universal Studios for that shit. Like, bruh, nah, bruh. That shit.
Yeah. The whole thing that worked is Godzilla, and that's it. Yep. And that could be debatable. Honestly, you might like it, you might hate it. I don't know.
Bruh, I don't know what they were thinking.
Yeah,
I don't know what they were thinking.
I feel like this movie, back in 2010, they're like, "Hey, let's make a Snake Eyes movie and change up his origin." And then, like, the people in charge were like, "That's a stupid ass idea. We're gonna do this instead." And then now the people that were like, "No, that we're not doing that," they're gone now. And now we're at a bunch of new people. They're like, "We're fucking doing this shit. We're gonna like, full send this shit."
We've had this script for 11 years. We're using it. We're not gonna change one thing from it. Like,
it's like that. It's like that. I think it was a couple earlier in the week. The director, one of the directors and writers at Warner Bros. When he wrote Man of Steel, there was some executive was like, "Yo, why are you destroying his ship that he gets to Earth with? How is he going to get back to Krypton?" And like the writer tells this executive, "Krypton fucking blew up. What are you talking about?" Like, what?
Damn.
How are you going to do that? It's like, you just watched the first 30 minutes. What were you watching? Like, oh my god, bro. I'm gonna pass out. I'm gonna pass out.
Holy shit. I feel you though. I really do feel you. I feel you 1,000%.
Start hyperventilating. Oh my god.
I'm about to have a panic attack.
Yeah. But
man, rip to this franchise, unfortunately, bro, because we know, like, I'm pretty sure we're all in agreement that this is going absolutely nowhere. Like, I'd rather watch Transformers than Snake Eyes, in my opinion. Yeah. Hey, Transformers has been good every time compared to this.
Yeah, they're kind of doing their thing.
Even obviously, the new reboot with how Bumblebee looks, even that is better than bro.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, that's
I'll watch Twilight before I watch this shit. I will watch.
I don't know about that. I've
never seen Twilight. I will.
Oh, bro.
I will watch all 3 back to back.
They're on Netflix right now. They're all on Netflix right now.
Hey, don't call my bluff. No, I'm just playing.
I was like, they're available, bro. Do it. You gotta experience it.
Yeah. Transformers at least has decent action, and that BB reboot was awesome. Yeah, yes, it was that cool. Bumblebee reboot was dope. They've done a lot of good stuff with Transformers, but I thought
they dropped the ball.
I think everyone was so excited for this movie. Everyone that's like that we know, like we were super hyped. We were all like, let's go. We finally have something that's not Marvel that's gonna be the shit. Like, that's how we all felt. Mm-hmm. And they were like, nope. You still only have Marvel.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
we should have watched Jolt.
That one, okay. We're gonna have to check that one out. I'm hearing some mixed reviews, but yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in, man.
I just saw it. I love it.
Yeah?
Tristan.
Oh, all right.
Tell us why.
Wait,
Tristan.
You saw Jolt or you saw Snake Eyes?
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, we need to know.
But-
Yeah, just it's all silent. You can hear a pin drop. Like everybody's like,
I
"Bro,
was
what
like,
did you? You
we'll
didn't see
watch.
GI
Don't.
Joe, did you?
We'll probably give it because we'll probably. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff for us to watch. Uh, but
We got
yeah.
to watch old first.
Mm-hmm. But definitely on the Marvel scale, I'm definitely giving this movie a 2.5 out of a 5.
Yeah, I'll give
Please
it.
still watch it. Please still watch it.
I'll give it a. I'll give it a 2.
Yeah.
I can't give it a 2.5. I just
Yeah.
can't. No, Snake. Tristan's talking about Snake Eyes, man.
Okay. Why? Like what? Help us understand why you like it. Because I mean, I respect you, I really do. But like, I just need to know, like,
Are
why,
you new to the GI Joe
why'd you like it?
franchise? Are you new to Snake Eyes? Or do you know the history? Are you like a new moviegoer?
I need a whole essay right now. Like,
are you over the age of 20 or are you under the age of 20? Like, bro, we need to know.
so many details here.
We need to know so much, bro, because this movie felt like
they kept
all
it like
three
the first
of the
5
Star
minutes,
Wars
really.
of the new Star Wars trilogy. Like it felt like every single new Star Wars trilogy that we just got, like every single one in one movie, just no fan service, no good like cohesive story, really, just everywhere.
Yeah,
we're waiting, Tristan. We're all waiting for you. I just want you to know. You even got people in the comments waiting. Everybody's like heavy breathing, like hey, I'm just saying, man.
I just can't believe it, man. I'm just
like, bro. I'll rewatch the whole Star Wars trilogy right now before I watch this movie again. Like, I swear to God. I swear I will, bro. Like, I am so I could like just this is the type of movie to make people go start a mob. Just flipping over cars in the middle of the street.
Yeah.
Just make G.I. Joe great again.
People in the streets burning the G.I. Joe posters from the theater, just like,
just all the toys just in a pile, just lighting matches.
Man. I'd cry. I really would. I'd literally cry.
Oh man.
I just can't believe it.
I just can't. Yeah, I would say I just can't, man. I just can't understand what they were thinking making this movie.
Okay. I respect that.
I know the history and I wanted a new take on the character and don't compare it to J.J. Trash movies. Man, I'm pretty sure J.J. Abrams made Snake Eyes, man. That's how it felt. Tell me I'm lying, bro. Tell me I'm lying.
I don't know. His movies are hit or miss for me. I can't say I don't like his movies.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like this, it was one of those ones where you get so hyped for it, and then you watch it and you're like, "Damn, JJ, you missed it on this one, man." Like, damn, you missed it. Let's stop. I can't. I'm
sorry. We're okay.
We are furious about this movie, man. Okay, my man Venom said, I hyped up this movie to see the G.I. Joe franchise be rebooted, but this is a slap in the face to the G.I. Joe fans. Star Trek is good.
I did like those movies. But with that said,
we
I don't
were just talking about that.
Yeah.
The last pop culture news updates.
Yeah. They were
the thing is, the old Joe movies are more or less new takes as well. Yes, and I appreciated those new takes on G.I. Joe way more than this one.
Yeah.
Way more.
You know what, though? Compared to that movie, those movies and this movie, I loved this Snake Eyes suit better, though.
Oh, yeah, that was the only thing that was good.
the other thing that I realized, the other Snake Eyes was way bigger. Like he was like built
Oh,
bigger.
really?
This Snake Eyes is way skinnier, but he also doesn't have the stupid the lip mold that the other one has. Like for real, literally. Oh my god.
Yo, this movie was so good, and then it just had super cringe moments. Like it was just like, oh, look at the fighting.
Yeah.
I'm floating in the air all of a sudden for no reason. This is a 1980s kung fu movie out of nowhere. Like, where was that? Who made this? Is this Ip Man or is this Snake Eyes? Like,
Yeah.
My man Tristan got off of the subject of G.I. Joe real quick. Just started talking about Star Trek. I feel it, man. I can't wait for Star Trek as well.
I'm excited. I think the whole cast supposed to come back. I'm excited.
This was their chance to get closer to some comics. Yes. See, I think this is what the issue is. Once again, we have to blame Marvel, of course, because we have seen what can be done with creating a new origin story and taking from a wide variety of source material and blending them together to create something new. In this case, they threw away all of the source material and started something new. Like, if they would have came out with some new, like, I don't know, there might be some G.I. Joe comics that correlate with this or something. I don't know. I haven't really looked up G.I. Joe and like until this came out. You know what I mean? Like, this was the first time for us to get reintroduced to G.I. Joe again. And I don't think they did that at all.
Yeah, they didn't do it. And hey, Tristan, we were just talking about that as well. Wait, we are getting a John Cena Fast and the Furious 9 figure? 9's his family.
I'm not sure. My favorite scene is the temple fight.
Yeah, there's some cool fight scenes there.
The temple fight.
I think it was like when...
Like, I was going to say when? The end?
The end was probably my favorite part of the movie. And I hated how we got there. But
I mean, the chase. The chase was cool.
Yeah, the chase was cool.
We did have The Rock and G.I. Joe. I forgot about that.
Yep.
Damn, wait, how many G.I. Joe movies did we get? Oh no, we didn't get that. What to say?
Yeah, we only have 2. But
yeah, yo, this is just this was too bad. Yeah, at the end, yeah, that was awesome. I like the snakes. I was super confused as to how bruh could just chop that snake's head off so easily. I was like, I just didn't understand. All of a sudden, people were just super strong, and then they weren't super strong, and then they could fly almost. And then grandma lady like flew 30 feet for no reason. But then every other point in the movie, she was like, it was like they tried to Yoda her, but didn't really give her a Yoda. You know what I mean? It was like, it was just, I don't know. The movie was all over the place. Exactly. That's the best thing to say. The snake scared the crap out of me.
It scared the shit out of me.
I was when they attacked the dude, I jumped. I was like, "Oh,
yeah!" It happened so fast.
Bye. I'm asleep.
All righty, man. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us. Yeah, make sure you drop a like on the stream, for sure. We will be going live again on Sunday for sure, and I don't know if we're going live again before that. We might if we see a movie tomorrow. I think, right?
Yeah.
Join our Discord and all that good stuff. Like my man Venom said, though, that movie really was all over the place. Yo, that movie was everywhere. It was, oh, no, I'm a kid. No, wait, I'm an adult. No, wait, I'm 4 months older than that now. Like, all right, now we're here. No, wait, now we're here. Circle storytelling that was trash though. It just I don't know, man.
It's just it's so infuriating.
I'm sorry, this is the best one.
I have respect for you, Tristan. I really do. Can't do it though. I can't.
Yeah, we're gonna have to agree to disagree on that, brother.
I can't subject myself to this movie. I really can't.
I can go back and rewatch the old GI Joes. I don't think I'll be able to rewatch this one.
Yeah.
What's up with this Suscast? How you doing, yo? Talking about the GI Joe movie. Let us know if you've seen it. Yeah, bro. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man. That was just. It was cringy. It was cheesy. Mm-hmm. Cinematography was really good. The action was good. Like everything was good until it wasn't. That's the best thing that I can say. It was just like, oh yeah, like all of the fixings for a great movie, and then they were like, nope, we're gonna change our minds and not do that at all.
Really,
you're over there fuming, bro. The last two so dumb. Sheesh.
They might be dumb, but I enjoy them way better than I did enjoy this one, though.
Right. If you're saying the dumbness of this movie is lower than the dumbness of the, I don't know, bro. This movie was. My man Suscast said, "I'll see it tomorrow. I hope this film isn't shit." Well, don't have your hopes up too high, brother.
Yeah. Honestly, go in there with low expectations. You might come out happy. I'm being dead ass.
That's kind of how I feel. I feel like everyone that liked the movie, I'm not trying to talk down or anything. I'm just saying that I feel like everyone that liked the movie came in with no expectations and were just happy to see a G.I. Joe movie being rebooted. You know what I mean? Or being created.
Yeah.
I feel you there, Venom. I thought I was going to see a Marvel, maybe a DC film. Yeah, and it was neither of those. I don't even think this was. This was nothing. Like there's no movie that this was like. That's.
I don't know, man.
Oh, I'm so frustrated.
Oh, yep. Okay, yeah. Suncast, just check it out.
Yo,
let us know how you feel.
Yo, please join our Discord so we can talk about it. Or jump back on this chat and talk about it. Yo, I'm gonna drop the link again for you, Suscast. Yo, please, we really want to have a real conversation about how people feel about this movie that like it. That is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we really want to. I need because maybe my viewpoint can be changed if someone gives me some good points about it, because I may be just stuck in my ways. We may just be stuck in our anger. Dwayne Johnson and Channing Tatum, like why?
Okay,
hey man,
you know what? I actually kind of like Channing Tatum. I hated how they just killed him off like that.
I think, I was like, I think
The Rock.
Rewatch the movie.
The Rock. I don't see why I think they should have just had Bruce Willis in there that whole time. But I understand where they wanted to go with that.
That was awesome.
At the time, The Rock was in a lot of movies, I think. And even now, shit, he just does really well with promoting himself. Honestly, like the dude's a machine.
For real.
But I get it though. I understand, Tristan. I understand.
I just feel like I don't know, man. Like this is how I think. If they were to create G.I. Joe, like those movies that they made, if they were to do those right now, they would be so better than what we got. Like they would be so much better than what we got. Like just hands down. You know what I mean? Like if they would have made that movie, but with this year's technology and all that type of stuff that we have now, this movie would have been great. And they didn't do that. Like it's like they seen the mistakes that they made from the G.I. Joe movie and they were like, hey, let's try not to do that again, and then made even worse decisions. All right. We're done ranting. We're done.
Yeah.
We're done because it's just I don't know. It's just anger and pain at this point. Make sure you guys join our Discord so we can talk about all this good stuff and you can keep up to date with all of the content that we put out. Because we have a lot of discussions about a lot of different things. Every time there's a new movie, we talk about it afterwards, like we're doing right now. So make sure you guys join the discussion in there. And also check out our website, www.marvelbros.com, where you can purchase merchandise. And there's also a link in there. All that good stuff. Yeah.
Also, please make sure to follow us on all of our social medias at MarvelBros23 on our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, and our YouTube channel where we post all our videos and a lot more.
That is correct. And just to read the last couple of comments before we get out of here. Bumblebee movie reboot Transformers, but you can't reboot G.I. Joe franchise. Truth. To be honest, Storm Shadow was my favorite out of the movie. You're super right, Tristan. I like Storm Shadow way more than I like Snake Eyes. I think they gave him more character depth. Like, I think he had more when he went crazy at the end and was like, "This is my birthright." I was like, Loki, bro. Like, I got the Loki vibes all over. I was like, "Oh, this man gave me chills in that moment." You know what I mean? Like, I was like, "Oh yeah, bro, this is the best part of the whole movie." Like, he was like, "What do you mean? I was doing it to protect our clan." I was like, "Oh yeah, bro, this is the best part of the whole movie. I want a Storm Shadow movie more than I want this movie." Like, I think the Storm Shadow movie would be amazing. Like, I think this actor, like, I hate to say it like this, but if he was in the mask the whole time, I think I would have appreciated his character a little bit more. Like, I don't want to sound foul, but honestly, like, he wasn't believable to me. You know what I mean? Like, they should have gave him that Mandalorian vibe of not, this is the Storm Shadow. Basically, it is a Storm Shadow movie.
Felt like it did better as like a mini Storm Shadow like origin than it did as Snake Eyes. Really, really.
Yes, I agree completely, you guys.
And it's so weird. And I thought that watching the movie too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they did a shit job for my man Snake Eyes. R.I.P. Press F to pay your respects, guys. And with all that being said, we'll catch you guys on the next video. Make sure you tune in. Make sure you subscribe. All that good stuff.
Peace.
Excelsior.